Hey, my name's Daniel.
Hey, my name is Alfonso.
And we're here to talk to you about muscle soreness and training.
Better than telling me the check's no good. Now they wanna act like I do.
So as I mentioned, we're going to talk about muscle soreness and its relation to training. Alfonso, how often do you hear that somebody had the best session ever because they're sore? And that's the only sort of marker they use to determine whether a session was good or bad, how sore they are the next day. So that comes up quite often actually. People use that the feeling of being sore as a way to track progress. Okay, so they have a big session and they can't walk for like 3-4 days, or their chest is sore for 3-4 days, and they think, okay, I smashed out that body part, I've done well. Okay, here's the issue with that. Having that such long of a layoff. Okay, so if you smash your leg out and you're only able to hit it once a week due to being sore for the rest of the week, that can affect the amount of volume you can put into your program. Okay, so this can affect things like your performance or hypertrophy, so your ability to build muscle, just from the fact of you constantly smashing yourself. Okay, so Dan, what else can this affect besides the body, the feeling?
So of course you're going to get some muscle soreness always. It's normal, especially if you haven't trained for a while or if it's doing new exercises, things like that. We're going to get sore, which is fine. But we just want to ensure that we're not going out of our way to achieve that soreness. So say it's week 3 in your program and you're not getting sore anymore, which should be a good thing, but we get concerned that we're not going to make progress because that's happening. What we might then do is an extra set here, a few extra reps here, chucking an extra exercise, just to try and accumulate some soreness again. But all you're doing is ruining the natural progression that your coaches have set for you on your program. We've set the volumes equated for a certain reason with certain increases every week to make sure that you're not going to over fatigue or overtrain, or overreach anyway.
Just going on with what Dan said, it's not only going to affect the body. Okay, so your skeletal system, your muscles, your connective tissue, so your ligaments, your tendons. Okay, it's not only going to affect that; it's going to affect your nervous system, your central nervous system. So that has a longer recovery time versus your muscles. Okay, so you may be sore for a few days here and there, but if you're constantly frying yourself, constantly frying your nervous system, and you all of a sudden wonder why you can't push any heavier weights, okay, you've hit a wall or hit a plateau, that can be a direct influence on that. Okay, so it's not only about preserving our body, it's preserving our nervous system. Okay, so our whole system in general. It's really taxing to go to failure every day and just try to aim to get as sore as possible.
Yeah, exactly. Doing more isn't always better. It's finding that balance between work and recovery. If you can't recover from the amount of work you're doing too much work and you're never going to progress, and you may eventually actually start going backwards. If not, start getting things like injuries popping up because you're overcompensating due to muscle soreness, or just general fatigue where you can't get to the gym. So we want to ensure that our training sticks to the plan. If your training plan is well designed, it will have natural progression anyway. You'll be doing more every week. You'll be progressing in weight, you'll be progressing in reps, whatever. And then there'll be different phases where you taper back down and you reduce even more soreness, which is fine because you're trying to optimize your performance. Your program is designed for your goals. You shouldn't really be trying to alter yourself to have muscle soreness. Like we said, it's going to happen. It's always natural. It's part of the process of training, but it should never be the goal of training itself. And if it's an excessive and constant, you're probably pushing yourself a little bit too hard, and you'll notice yourself that your results just won't speak for the amount of work you're actually doing.
Yeah, exactly right. In saying that, occasionally it's cool. You can go to failure. You can have, if you have a training partner, then you guys push yourself to the max. That's okay on occasion. Okay, but if you're doing that day in and day out, just trying to compete with another person and just trying to push yourselves to the max, you'll hit a wall. It's that simple.
Train hard, but train smart.
Train hard and
choose when to do it, and that's where having a coach and having a good team around you will be beneficial. They can help you make those judgment calls on when to push and when to pull back. And, by implementing things like deloads and things like that, again, which is something that you can talk to your coach about.
Yeah, things like deloads, as well as for some of our athletes here, we have occasional skills tests. So every block or couple of blocks, so it's a way to track progress. Okay. Also, there's progress every week, so there's either a change in the volume or a change in the intensity. So you can use that to track your progress rather than trying to get sore every time and using that as a means of tracking your progress. Okay. So it comes and goes, the DOMs. It's different with everyone as well, but it's not something that we should be aiming for constantly, okay? As a means of measure.
So if you have any further questions, just send through an email. I'll get back to you soon.
Peace.